Back in ancient history, like over 20 years ago, social media first arrived on the internet, and since then it's become a bigger and bigger part of people's lives. And by law, under 13s are not allowed on social media, but according to Ofcom, who are now the UK's regulator for the internet and social media, most children under 13 have their own profile on at least one social media app or site. This includes more than half of 8 to 11-year-olds and 1 in 3 kids aged just 5 to 7. And there's been a lot in the news about social media having a negative impact on young people, leaving us feeling more anxious and sometimes isolated from those around us. And it's not just young people who are affected. Lots of celebrities have spoken out about the negative side of fame and social media attention, including Strictly star Tasha Ghouri. She's a singer, dancer, TV star and even an author. Tasha was born completely deaf in both ears, meaning that hearing aids wouldn't work for her. She had to get a cochlear implant instead, which is a small electronic device which is inserted behind the ear with an operation. She aims to be a positive role model for other deaf people, but some people on social media were not so kind, particularly about her disability. Thank you so much, Tasha, for speaking to us today. I think we just start off saying you were absolutely incredible on Strictly. How was it suddenly being in the spotlight with that?
It was amazing. When I say Strictly is magical, it really, really is magical. It made me grow in so many different ways. You know, I found a whole new self-confidence, self-growth, and I just love dancing every week. You know, it's an absolute joy.
Off the back of Strictly, you had some nasty people commenting online. What kind of things were they saying about you on social media?
You know, social media can be a funny place. It can be positive and negative, and I did have some backlash, maybe about my dance training that I had, you know, dance experience-wise. I had some ableism as well, but, you know, unfortunately with social media, that's what comes with it. There's still a long way to go in terms of safeguarding the younger generation away from that, but, you know, it's hard because there's a lot of bullying out there. It's really just about keeping your chin up, staying strong, and focusing on the positives around you.
Why do you think people make comments like that?
It can be anything. It could be down to insecurities. You know, they may be going something hard in their lives. They need to put all that negativity on somebody else and makes them feel better. I think that's where it really comes from, is insecurity into a person. And it can just be jealousy.
If there was any young people struggling with social media, what advice would you give to them?
That's a very good question. Social media can be quite hard because it looks like the perfect life. I would say focus on what hobbies you like to do, your passions, you know, focus on yourself, focus on what you want to do. You know, go play football or go see a movie, go to cinema, play hopscotch outside or play games with your friends.
So I know the comments online were extremely hurtful, and I want to thank you so much for the advice you've given today. I just want to finish off by reading some of the nice comments we found on your social media. So you've got one here. Have just had my implantation on Friday, so 2 days ago. Cochlea on the left side. I'm still in hospital and everything still hurts, so your video gives me a lot of hope.
Hearing that just goes to show the power of, you know, representation.
Got another one here. This is amazing to know. Thank you for educating us. You're an incredible role model for the younger generation.
Oh, that's so lovely to hear those. Thank you. You know, I think it's so lovely to hear positive messages.
You've definitely made a massive difference.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tasha.